we are going to be discussing the epic rap battles of reality, meaning that we are going to break down the best of the rap battles where either they did or they potentially could have met each other in real life, not necessarily had a rivalry, but some of them did.
Right.
So
awesome. Yeah.
Pass it to Chris.
All right, guys. Came up with a list. Let's see. We got about 7, 8 epic rap battles of history events. And me and Sean are going to try to pick out the top 3 of these epic rap battles. Like Sean said, of the people who actually had rivalries against each other or at least have met. So I'm going to start off with, I'm going to just give you the rundown of the list. So here's the rundown. Here's the rundown part of this edition. Jordan versus Michael Jordan versus Muhammad Ali. Ellen versus Oprah. I know this one I called the directors, but it's really what was it? Steven Spielberg.
I think Alfred Hitchcock versus
Alfred Hitchcock. And then it bled on to Michael Bay.
That one was epic. Yeah, that was an epic.
Well, you know, these guys have probably met each other once in a while. I mean, I can't speak for Hitchcock, but you know, these other guys have met each other before, or at least they're kind of going through a rivalry, at least in Hollywood, technically. All right. Now I got an asterisk on this one. I just pulled this one out just to be controversial, but I'm gonna put an asterisk on this because I know not everybody believes in it, and some people do, some people don't. But I said Adam and Eve, since they technically met.
It ain't Adam and Eve, it's Adam and Steve.
So if you believe in Adam and Eve, then you believe that, you know, this would be on the list. If you don't, then I'm gonna put an asterisk on it and say it's self-disqualified. Michael Jackson and Elvis. And I actually looked into this because I was thinking, did they ever meet? And it turns out, yes, once in an elevator when the Jackson 5 was going to, I guess, to their event or to their hotel or whatever. Elvis was in that elevator. They met, and they said that's how Michael met. What's his daughter's name?
I think Priscilla Presley.
Priscilla Presley. They say that's how they met. So that's interesting. And Jim Henson and Stan Lee. And the next one is Steve Jobs and Bill Gates.
That's probably the biggest rivalry right there.
And the last but not least, Barack Obama versus so
Mitt Romney.
Let's break it down. All right, come on. Out of these, what is the top 3 videos based on best delivery, best overall song, beats, all that stuff? Which one sticks out in your memories, in your memory banks the most? Which one would you put as the top 3?
The top 3. All right, so let's see here.
Or what order would you put these in? But let's just stick with top 3. It's just easier that way. Top 3.
Well, right away, because I almost say my favorite one, but there's so many of them, it's hard to pick my favorite one. But that Barack Obama versus Mitt Romney was like the first really big rap battle that I got into. I thought that was awesome. It's not still awesome.
There, Sean. It is the one that really put them on. They were already on the map. I think the one with Barack Obama and Mitt Romney put them in the galaxy. They just put them in the stars forever. That might be the video. It is currently their most viewed, most popular video. Not a bad choice there. Let's see. Well, okay, so if that would be your number 1, what would be your number 2?
So what was the list again? Read it again to me real quick, because I've already
a hard choice right there. Yeah. Remember, we got Jobs versus Gates.
All right.
Hanson versus Lee. You got Michael and Elvis. You got Adam and Eve. You got the directors. You got Ellen and Oprah, and you got Jordan and Ali.
Oh, the Jordan Ali one was really funny. But then again,
featuring Key and Peele.
Those guys were those were funny. Here comes Jordan, big tongue wobbling, flying through the air like a big black goblin.
Yeah.
That one was funny. So either Muhammad Ali and Jordan, but that Bill Gates and Steve Jobs was really funny too. So I'd have to say a tie between those two. But if I had to pick one. I'd say Bill Gates and Steve Jobs.
Bill Gates and Steve Jobs. Who says Bill Gates and Steve Jobs would be your number 2 on this
number
list.
2, I guess.
So right now you're saying Barack Obama and Mitt Romney is your number 1.
Yeah.
Gates and Jobs will be your number 2. Is it? What was it about Bill Gates and Jobs? Was it the fact that when he said, "I'm going to go make turn heaven a profit," and he's like, "Well, you're going to leave us, didn't die then?" And like,
he's like, wow. "I'm here to rule all mankind, make all decisions for you." And then all of a sudden, Hal 9000 from Space Odyssey. "I'm sorry, Bill. I can't let you do that.
I cannot let you do that."
Yeah.
What is it? "I'm a boss.
I own boss." Yeah.
They went through their whole history. Oh my God. Let me tell you something, guys. Check out these new movies at Jobs. I know the Jobs one got critical acclaim, but let me tell you what the quintessential movie about Steve Jobs is: The Pirates of Silicon Valley. You want to see an epic movie about that story? Watch.
That's Michael Anthony Hall, right?
Oh yes,
yeah.
Michael Anthony Hall as Steve Jobs. Oh my God, what's the actor's name? That's Bill Gates, and the guy who played Steve Jobs was. Oh my God, I'm forgetting.
I can't remember his damn name.
Just recently in that sci-fi TV show, where it was like the end of the world and the aliens were coming down. It was produced by Steven Spielberg. Anyway, he played an awesome Steve Jobs, man.
Oh yeah. I know. I don't know his name, but I know
he's that. He's always
I just see his face now. Yeah,
you know his face. You don't know his name.
Is that dude? Dude,
that is that dude.
Isn't that annoying? That would be on the streets. You walking down. Hey, bro, you
don't even want a selfie from him. You want his autograph so you can remember his name. And if he scribbles it, you're like, "Thank you, bro, Billy Boo." Yeah. But he's an awesome actor, though. But yeah, watch The Pirates of Silicon Valley. That was an awesome movie. I can't argue with that. If that's your number 2, okay. Now you got a few left now. Remember, all right. What will be Sean's number 3? Remember, we still have a big board here. We still have Michael and Elvis.
So read the options again. So we've got Barack Obama, Mitt Romney, and then.
So you've already did you got the presidents out the way. You got Steve Jobs and out the way. What's left? You got the legends. You got Hanson. You got Lee. You got Michael and Elvis, the Kings. You got Adam and Eve. You got the directors. Don't forget, Michael Bay was in that. Don't forget that.
I loved that one. I'll say that one. I'll say the Alfred Hitchcock versus Steven Spielberg. That one was it progressively got better and better and better until at the end you're like, whoa, let me come down there and show you guys how to do this. It's all about the fucking money. You know, it runs the whole gamut from Alfred Hitchcock through Michael Bay and Stanley Kubrick and Spielberg. And being a movie nerd, that was just like, like you see like a little preview. They don't tell you their names right away. So you just have to see if you can recognize who that director is you're about to see. And you're like, oh, yes. That's why I'd say that one, Steven Spielberg versus.
Not a bad choice, Sean. In that epic rap battle, each director gave a little jab to Michael Bay until Michael Bay just pissed on all of them at the end with that megaphone that got bigger as the song progressed. So that was not a bad choice. Sean made his choice very, very clear. Didn't even let me finish the list. Very rude, by the way. But
okay, he's I heard man the list 3 times. Just trust me.
Man, okay, so I'm gonna throw you another curveball. Here we go. You picked Obama versus Romney, Jobs versus Gates, and I call it the directors. Out of those 3, is that the order? What order do you put them in? What's your 1, 2, and 3? Which is the song that impact you the most? Which is the one that has you humming it in the shower every time you know?
Oh, definitely the Barack Obama, Mitt Romney. There's so many.
That's definitely the one that's staying at the top. And I'm going to tell you guys why. I'm going to tell you why Sean's keeping that at number 1. Abraham Lincoln. That's why that song sticks in Sean's head. He loves it.
I want to like you. Don't talk about change, just do it. I fought for what was on my brain until the bullet went through it. And he goes to talk. I love that shit.
Abraham Lincoln with the gold grill, with the diamond grill. He's like, he looked like MC Lil C. All right.
Put a top hat on MC Lil C.
So Jobs and Gates and the directors. You got that? Is that the order you want that to be in?
That'll be it. Of what I have to choose from, that's my order. Yeah.
Your list is very, very compelling. I like it. It is unlike your lower intestines.
It is not unlike your lower intestine.
And full of danger.
And loaded with danger.
Loaded with danger. I'm gonna have to agree with your list, except except for Jobs and Gates.
I knew
I'm
it.
going to keep your list. I'm going to keep Obama and Romney at number one. I mean, that's the one. You had Alpha Cat in there, and he just killed it as
Got
Obama.
the mama team.
Even with the impression, they said your father
was a great
was a
man.
good man.
Well, you must be what's left. Yeah.
Stop hating on the gays. Let them teach you how to dress. Mama jeans. He sounds exact. I seen a video where he met Obama and does the impression for him. He goes, if you want to go off and take a break, I can take over. I can help you. And Obama's like, look at this guy. What the fuck is this? So I'm gonna give you that one. That is the number one. It's the most popular one for a reason. It was a very, very heated campaign. Right now we're in the middle of a presidential campaign. Very, very heated too. I can't wait to see that Hillary
Trump
versus
and Clinton. Oh my
if
God!
you guys do not do Trump and Clinton on this epic rap battle, I am gonna be pissed. And now because I want to see Bernie come out of nowhere and just totally mess it all up and do some crazy stuff and disrupt it. That would be.
He walks in smoking a joint.
Yeah. Feel the burn. But I'll keep that at number one. At number two, I'm gonna have to make it my directors, and Hitchcock and Steven Spielberg. That Michael Bay was so epic. I still to this. I mean that interest enough. I'm tatted with all of you. You're about to see what a real director can do. And then when he lands, he just gets up with that shitty grin, that smiling.
It's all about the fucking money.
And he just blows up with his jacket. The money. Yeah. I make Mark Wahlberg make some who's already rich. Yeah. That line was epic. I mean, the guy is already rich, and he's like, I'm making so much money. I'm gonna make Mark Wahlberg make some motherfucking money. That line killed me when he said, well, when it comes to blowing up, no director is my equal.
Yeah, big explosions.
I was done because everybody in there threw their little jabs at him, and then at the end, he was like, "Enough."
He comes in and dominates the shit.
Enough all of you. It's not about your art. It's not about your visions. This game is about the motherfucking money.
What do you say? I ain't got that. What is it? I got that silk sock money.
Yeah,
I don't feel guilty.
Ain't got that. He said, the critics think I'm evil. Ain't got time to read reviews while I'm working on the sequel. Yeah. He said, I give the people what they love, but the critics think I'm evil.
What they love.
It's just the way he talk. I mean, it's like, Michael Bay is still singing that song in real life every time he makes love.
Like, Mike, dude, you've got to watch this video. They made a video about you. Watch this shit. And he comes in, he's just like, hell yeah, I still.
How did they capture me so well? So I will make that my number two, and for my number three, I'm gonna have to give it to. I thought about it. I almost thought I was gonna give it to Oprah and Ellen because I love that line. You got licked by a lesbian. I was like, what? But I'm gonna have to give. And I thought about Michael and Elvis because I like the fact that he turned from Little Mike to Big Mike, and I thought that was really clever. And then Michael.
Don't get on them drugs and won't die sitting on the toilet and dropping burning hunks of love.
It's just added vanilla. But I'm gonna have to think. I think the one that impacted me the most, I'm gonna give it make this number three, would be Jim Henson and Stan Lee. Because when Walt Disney came back to life and put them I was like, oh my God. I mean, they battled, they found mutual respect, they had peace. And then here comes Walt Disney, just like
back to work.
I took over the world with 3 circles. I was like, what? So that's gonna be my order, man. I got Obama, Romney, the directors, and
Stanley. What was that line? He's like, I think it was Jim Henson's like, oh, don't feel bad, Stan. The internet thought you died 10 years ago.
Everybody thought the internet thought you died 10 years ago. Yeah, like, Excelsior! But I mean, both legends whose works will live on forever, and Disney's gonna reap the benefits. I'm surprised that if they would have shot that today, you know that George Lucas probably would have been in there too, you know, and then Disney would have. I mean, just the fact that he owns them all, it's crazy that how powerful. I bet Walt Disney could not have imagined that he would be. I mean, he was already powerful right before he died. I mean, like almost a king of the world when he died, and then when he died, and his legend just.
It's a legend now. That's all there is to it. It's a legend of Walt Disney.
I had an art teacher that said that the Disney Corporation will never admit this, but they secretly are trying to pass. They used to secretly try to pass the myth that Walt Disney invented the cartoon. And of course, he didn't invent the cartoon.
Popularized,
but they probably made it pop. All he did was put color to them. All he did was invent the fact that, like, back in the day, you would draw the cartoon first and then add music to it later. Walt Disney was like, because it's the thing, it would never sync up properly. So Walt Disney was like, why don't we record the vocals first and then draw the cartoon to fit what is recorded? And that's why cartoons are perfectly in sync now. That Walt Disney innovated that whole thing. So there's a lot of things that I mean, this dude was just a genius. He was ahead of his time, and he deserves everything. He deserves the credit. I mean, I know there's a bunch of stuff that about his past. I'm gonna choose to ignore that because I love that damn mouse. Damn it, I don't care if he's racist.
Oh, they say he was racist.
Yeah, they say he was a racist dude. It was really
well,
you know what?
Rich white dude in the 20s, 30s, and 40s. It don't surprise me.
I mean, I'm surprised you didn't hear that he was. I mean, look at the cartoons. I mean, Dumbo. I sure seen a dragonfly, and I sure see a this
fly.
We
talking about the little circus.
Crows. Racist crows in the world. All right, I'm gonna go to a whole tangent. But that's our top three. Sean picked some good ones, man. Sean picked Mitt Romney. He picked Bill Gates and Jobs, and he picked what was your third one?
The
directors. I picked the directors as my number two. I matched him on the number one, but I picked Henson and Lee.
Yeah, Henson. Yeah.
For my number two. My number three. So that's our order. So guys, comment below. I want to let me know what you guys think about this, and what order would you have put this in? Again, let me help you out. We got Barack Obama, Mitt Romney. We got Jobs and Gates. We have Jim Henson and Stan Lee. We got Michael and Elvis. We have Adam and Eve, asterisks, for people who don't believe in that. The directors is what I'm going to call it, which Hitchcock and Steven Spielberg.
I want a part two of that.
Of which one?
The directors. There's so many directors I didn't get to see them put in there.
Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about that. Stay tuned, guys. We're going to get into that. And I want to see that again. I want Michael Bay to come back and fight George Washington
or George Lucas.
Yeah, exactly. Ellen and Oprah, and the last was Jordan and Ali. Yeah. What order would you have put this in? What is your favorite out of this? So hit that comment button. Send comments. We love it when we both hear from you guys. Subscribe if you haven't already become a subscriber. I appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. We really, really appreciate those as well. And as always, guys, let us know what you think. Let's keep talking about these things all the time, morning, noon, day, and night. We will always respond to you. Hey, I think Sean has something to say about a contest.
Yeah, guys. So for every 100 subscribers we get, we are going to be giving away 2 movie tickets per one winner. The only requirements is that you are already a subscriber. You didn't win last time, or if you subscribe right before you make a comment, say, hi, I just subscribed, put me in the contest, we'll put you in there too. Every 100 subscribers gives two movie tickets. And also we're coming up on the big one. Every 1,000 subscribers we do. We are going to be giving away either a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One, or depending on the time, if it's a Neo or whatever else is out, you guys just let us know what you want. It's your preference. We will hook you up. In the meantime, comments, questions, concerns, click, like, subscribe. Keep watching the movies, playing the games, killing the noobs.